Last words are important. Jesus' last words, some of them were, all authority has been given to me in heaven and earth. Therefore, what's the therefore? Therefore, to tell you what's coming after all authority has been given me. He said, go and make disciples in all nations. Pastor hit it right on the head. I was in church all my life. I was practically born in the pew. I didn't understand what Jesus wanted me to do. I thought I was, my one prayer as a kid was, don't send me to Africa. I thought that's what missions was about. We never had missionaries in our church. I went to a little church that had no affiliation with a greater organization, and I thought, well, that's missions. If you give your life too much to God, you've got to watch out, because He'll send you to Africa. Seriously. So when I finally got it, I was age 28. I gave my life back to God. I was in Bethel Church in San Jose, and missionaries came. And they weren't like that at all. In fact, the first one I heard was Steve and Glenda Evans. They weren't like that at all. They were going to Africa, but they weren't going there to live among the tribes and maybe get spared. They were there to open up and build sanctuaries. What's one way you can connect with your missionaries? Facebook them. Yesterday, Glenda, who is in America right now, just buried her dad, who was a missionary. Her husband, Steve, couldn't come because he was out finishing his sanctuary that Pastor talked about. 32 years ago, for 32 years, I have been able to support these missionaries. I have written them, I have emailed them, they have emailed me, and now we're on Facebook. That's connecting, that's praying, that's saying, hey, I'm praying, and them saying back, thank you, I'm having a hard time. When Glenda had her home robbed 3 or 4 months ago, and every piece of jewelry was stolen, even despite the fact that they had a guard and locks. That broke my heart. I would be very upset if someone stole all my jewelry, so I was able to reach out to her by Facebook and by email. The Kaufmans, they were about the same age as the Evans. We were all about the same age when I was 28, and they, no kids, and they were going to go and be missionaries in Tobago and Tonga and those areas. But they ended up having 2 severely disabled children. So he got his doctorate, and now he goes and he teaches native ministers how to be better ministers. He's got his doctorate in theology. Those are just 2 ways, and I write them. I'm not on Facebook with them. But one good way, both Steve and I both have boxes that we got, just boxes. This used to have tea in it. And this has all my faces of my missionaries. And since Tanya was here last, sometimes Steve's much better than I. He goes through these every day. But sometimes I'm a little too ADD or out there. So now it's a face a week on the fridge. I just take one of these cards. This is the McGaffeys. They've been here before. Wonderful people. And you just put their face up on your, and if you don't have the card, you just get the name. You get the names that are written back there, and you write their names. And as you go to your fridge to eat 14 million times a day, okay, or to get something out of the fridge, right? You see the name, you see the face, and you say a quick prayer for them. Okay? You Facebook them. You email them. They email you back. If you get a chance to sign up and say newsletter, that doesn't mean you have to give them money. We don't have enough money to give all of these people money. We don't. But I can pray for them, and I can email them, and I can remember them. And you know what? God never did call me to Africa. The only place God ever told me to go and live was Auburn. I swear. It's true. So this is also my mission field. So let's get excited. He said, all authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Who do we serve? The man who was told by God the Father all authority was given to him. So let's help pray back, because it's a dark, ugly place out there. I too work with girls that have been abused. I work down at pregnancy centers, most of you know. That's my personal mission, but these people are going into places where sometimes they don't get a break. They don't have praise and worship services like we had here. Okay? So hold them up in prayer. Put their names on your fridge. Put their names on your mirror. If you spend more time in your mirror than you do at your fridge, put the name on the mirror. I spend more time in my fridge, I think, so mine's on my fridge. But do something. Get a box, get a name. Do something that works for you. It doesn't have, if you have money, give it. If the Holy Spirit says, give money. And you know, maybe you're going to go buy something, and this has happened to me. Going to go buy something, going to go take a vacation, the Holy Spirit will say, no. That's not your money to spend. I have plans for that money. Be obedient. Listen to him. Give it to a missionary. You will never be sorry. Thank you.